before. Fucking your bitch and pissing on the floor. My money, weed and green, bitch. Call me Yoda. Popping ecstasy like pimples. Drinking Arizona. My money stacks up, bitch. Call me Hillary. My dick is hard like steel, bitch. I am mini-me. Chain heavy like Mr. T. I'm so real, you can call me reality. Even Rihanna couldn't get rid of me. Had her sucking on my dick on Ritalin in Italy. Rich, coke, sniffing cocaine. I'm that man, young, lean, stupid hoes. Thinks I'm Charlie Sheen, but he ain't even close to me. Suicide, yeah. Woo. Sad boys.
Back in 2020.
I'm at you, things that you ain't ever did. Finna wake up next to you in my crib, cause I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt. Shawty, I'ma do things that you ain't never did. Finna wake up next to you in my crib, cause I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt. I'ma make you hurt. Sad boys, we on deck. Am I awake? I gotta check. Went to sleep, never came back. I'm the same guy smoking loud back.
Test.
Right back.
Yo.
PCP attack. 3D pills, hoes on my ball sack. They don't know how to act. High tech watch, high tech lock.
We're watching the classic. This is the OG.
I'll never find a lot. Motion boys, we in the UFO. Skies big when I'm next to
Damn. Dude, Max used to look like this, and it was so nice. Look how beautiful this is. Dude, Young Lean really pioneered this whole aesthetic. It's kind of crazy. How's it going, guys? We are doing call-ins today for the first time. We got a guest coming up at some point. Probably my favorite Young Lean song, dude. Yeah, this era was just like really like this was the best Young Lean like aesthetic, at least to me. I like some of his newer music too, but there really was nothing like this. Like this was like pretty groundbreaking, I feel like. But yeah, what other music video is really good? I used to really like Kyoto, but I think I like this music video more than Kyoto now. Ginseng Strip is pretty good. I don't know, what else? It's crazy how Young Lean became like huge. Ginseng Strip, 97 million views. God damn. Oh, Diamonds. This is a good music video too. I'll probably get copyright claim for this though. Yeah. This is a good song. There was nothing like this era, dude. Honestly though, I think I prefer Blade's like 2017 era to this. To like the OG like vaporwave Young Lean type stuff, you know. But yeah, what's going on? So we got a few things on the menu today. I don't have a ton of content for you guys. I have like a few little topics that we'll go into a little bit of detail on, and then we'll be chatting with Joe Schmo at some point today. So the very first thing here, this is really funny. So you guys know about all that Keffals stuff because Mutahar dropped his Keffals video, and like the fallout from that is like everyone is basically like realizing, oh, Keffals sucks. Like even the people who used to love Keffals are now realizing how much Keffals sucks. And people are starting to disavow Keffals, including the
Back in
Young
2022,
Turks.
TYT.
The Young Turks are like, at least from what I've seen, they seem like complete like political partisan hacks. They're completely fucking brain rotted. They're basically like the birthplace of Hasan, quite literally. So, but even they made a correction. Keffals is a fraud. They announced 23 hours ago. Keffals is a fraud. For them to actually straight up call out, first of all, for them to actually admit that they did something wrong is pretty huge. I feel like for the Young Turks, like from what I've seen, they usually just doubled and tripled down on like terrible takes.
Every day the Young.
But in this, they literally admit that Keffals scammed all of her fans. Kind of crazy.
Covered a story involving a transgender streamer named Clara Sorrenti, who goes by Keffals. Now, at the time,
Cephalus. You guys see the joke? The jokes write themselves. Keffals, more like Cephalus.
she had alleged that she had been
As Jojo Siwa would say, karma's a bitch.
violently swatted by anti-trans harassers on a platform called Kiwi Farms.
I'm honestly shocked that Mutahar's video had this much sway. That's kind of crazy.
Many elements to the story ended up being false, and we unwittingly helped her promote her fraudulent crowdfunding effort.
Wow, what did they say? What did they actually say? The Young Turks Keffals. Did they delete the video? Trans woman reacts to Young Turks. Uh-oh, Keffals. Keffals, you might want to delete this video. They hate you now, Keffals. Oops. TYT, a fallen empire. Oh my god, wait, it's all starting to come together. This is when they decided. This is when they decided that they hated the Young Turks. When Keffals made
They know.
TYT, a fallen empire. And then, what's this girl's name? Anna Kasparian or whatever. Ever since then, she's just had a vendetta against Keffals. But yeah, let's see.
Effort. Now, a streamer by the name of Mutahar investigated Keffals.
Wow, it really is just the Mutahar. They're literally naming him.
And provided the receipts indicating that she is in fact a fraud.
By the way, Kiwi Farms had those receipts for a while. Okay, to be fair, they didn't have that one receipt where it was Keffals admitting that they scammed their fans. Yo, what's up, Joe?
It is a lengthy video, and he gets into other issues.
Why does it keep thinking Keffals is named Cephalus? Cephallus.
That I'm not going to get into because we didn't talk about those other issues. But if you want to watch that video, and I highly recommend you do, you can watch it on
They're
his.
literally promoting Mudahar. Dude, it's honestly crazy because I thought that people like hated Mudahar because he was like a commentary person or something. I know like the YouTube drama subreddit hates him. So I always picture like the general public being much more biased against these people than they actually are. And then it turns out like literally like someone like people like the Young Turks can literally disavow Keffals and recommend Mudahar's video. There was some crazy stuff on the YouTube drama subreddit about this video.
His YouTube channel, Some Ordinary Gamers. We will also link to it in the description box.
Let's see.
Now let's actually get into the nitty gritty. Now, after she had been swatted, and by the way, she was swatted. That's the one thing that is true. But after she had been swatted, she launched a GoFundMe on August 9th of 2022 to raise money.
Let's see what these geniuses had to say. The YouTube drama people. Let's see. This might be literally nothing. Okay. 93 minutes long and no timestamps. It basically covers the stuff between Keffals and Destiny, and her dragging Destiny's Kiwi Farms account into this. Muda does not paint the Kiwi Farms owner in a good light, by the way. Just wanted to throw that in there. Along with discussing some other stuff that Keffals has been accused of, like the GoFundMe situation, Capway Ranch Discord server, along with other dramas or scandal she has gotten herself into. There are a bunch of people that said, oh no, this was actually a different video. There are a bunch of people who were talking about this new like Willie Mac show video being like, I'm literally not going to watch it. I don't want to know what's in it. And then they were saying that like Willie was bad faith when they won't even watch the video. Okay, let's see. Not a fan of the thumbnail. Well, here we have a segue to our next segment. But that's the most sympathy you'll get from me towards Keffals. Honestly, the thumbnail feels really below the belt. Dude, these people are retarded. What's wrong with it? It kind of looks like some shadowy freak dude. Whereas Keffals, whatever you want to say about her character, is a normal looking lady. Since Keffals is a trans chick and everyone knows it, that's pretty clearly intentionally transphobic. Dude, these people are not fucking real. Is this like a satirical subreddit? Sometimes I actually think this is just like a satirical subreddit. The problem lies in the depiction as a gross-looking dude and not just generally gross-looking. How is it different? That seems like a double standard. As an artist, if I want to draw a trans woman manly as fuck, I can. If I want to draw a cis man womanly as fuck, I can. You have no say on what an artist can or cannot do. You can draw whatever you want. I am, however, free to correctly point out that you're a piece of shit transphobe. This is fucking funny, dude. Holy shit. Stone Toss being homophobic is so funny to me, seeing how he drew gay porn before and was a furry. Is that actually real? That's really funny if that's true. Dude, he has a business model here. He could make a bunch of money if he sold gay porn, Stone Toss NFTs. Stone Toss retweeted the video. All of the replies to Mudahar's tweets are transphobic as fuck. And honestly, I don't know how you can see that and don't feel like something is wrong. Either he loves and is cultivating that audience, or he is being insanely irresponsible. Why the fuck would Mudahar be responsible for people in his replies? You could literally just spam like anyone's replies with whatever you want, and they have no say on what people are saying. Haven't watched the video, and one tweet already came out that said Mudahar didn't do enough diligence and didn't reach out to one of the alleged victims Keffals harmed. Not to mention the blatantly transphobic thumb. Oh my fucking god. I don't like Keffals that much, but Jesus Christ, Mudahar, could you act like this wasn't a blatant excuse to deliberately misgender her? I gotta say, I fucking hate Keffals, but Mudahar has always been transphobic as fuck towards her. I remember you got mad that she spread the docs of the Kiwi Farms owner. That ain't something to be mad about, considering he did the exact same thing to her first. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a fuckload of sense. So if Keffals did it first, would Josh be justified in like doxing Keffals? What the hell? Just made a post on that. Is this on YouTube drama? Okay, we're chilling. Let's see. Why is it loading the fucking theme? Let's see. What is this garbage, dude? New Reddit looks so bad. It does look like Keffels. It literally does. Okay. And I have seen much, much worse drawings of Keffels that are much more mean. This thumbnail is literally nothing. We'll pull it up in a second when we're talking to Joe. Let's see. Is it on Mudahar's Twitter still? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the drawing. This is honestly one of the least mean drawings that Just Worm has done. Fuck Keffels forever. Fuck Mudahar forever. I have no idea who that is, and hence do not care, because I do not know who that is. Dude, the thread is literally called Mudahar finished his Keffels video. People on Reddit are so brain dead, dude. It's actually crazy.
After the incident, and it's important to outline.
That thread was honestly really funny. I feel like that was a better thread than like any of the YouTube drama threads that we looked at before, just to exemplify like the type of people who go on that sub.
Exactly what she claimed she was doing with the money, why she was raising the money, and how she was going to use the money. Let's watch.
The video is posted alongside a GoFundMe with the stated intent of helping Clara recoup her losses.
Do you guys find it funny how like GoFundMes, they'll never reach the goal? Basically what they do is like you set like an initial goal, and then the more people donate, the more like the goal goes up. So it like encourages people to donate more. So apparently Keffels started with 20 grand and then went up to 100 grand.
And build a legal fund to protect her rights. It received widespread media attention, bringing in over $100,000 in donations.
So just to review, the money she raised, according to the GoFundMe page, was meant to help her move immediately for her own safety after she had been swatted, recoup her losses of electronic devices that she said the cops had seized, that they'd taken from her.
I remember we went through the GoFundMe and we read it on my stream, the one that we made the stream highlight about Keffels on, and I honestly couldn't really tell what was being said, like exactly like what the money was for. I feel like Keffels worded it very like ambiguously on purpose, in order to, I don't know, have like a little bit of plausible like deniability, I guess.
And also sue the London Police Service in Ontario, Canada, where the swatting happened, and to protect her rights, which she reiterated in a later stream.
To my lawyer today, and it's looking like January is the month where I'm going to be filing.
Keffels' mic, like curve on this mic is really bad.
Against the London Police Service.
Keffels like cut out like all the bass.
But she lied about the nature of the swatting itself, and we don't know what she did with the money. Okay, well, we have an idea of what she did with the money based on some of her own admissions, and we're gonna get into that in just
this is fucking bass. Holy
a
shit.
moment. And based on her own admission, she did not use the money that she crowdfunded for the intended purposes. Now, going back to the swatting, she had complained, or she had claimed, that she woke up with the Canadian police pointing a gun to her head.
So true.
She said that's how the swatting incident went.
There was a Reddit comment, I don't remember where I saw it, probably on Twitter, where someone was like, someone was giving Keffels like so much charitability to the point where it was like delusional. They were like, yeah, you know, victims of traumatic events like that might not be able to remember all of the events perfectly, clearly, and like perfectly in order. It's probably just because she's so traumatized. I can't believe people are like getting mad over the fact that she said that she had a gun pointed at her head, but then it turns out she didn't. It was like insane. It's like, dude, she obviously very clearly just dramatized the story to make it sound way worse than it actually was.
Went down. She later changed that story and said that the police were banging on her door and she had to put clothes on to answer the door as they were banging on it. Let's take a look.
On August 5th, I was woken up by London Police Services pointing an assault rifle in my face at my home. When I was woken up by police officers and saw the assault rifle pointed at me, I thought I was going to die. I feel traumatized.
Her story then changed to an encounter in the hallway. The exact phrasing is that she went into the hallway and then saw the weapon.
The email, Sorrenti says, had given out her
It's crazy too because it's like the story changed so many times, so it's like so obviously not just like some trauma response where she like misremembered the events. Like she very clearly maliciously changed the story.
real address and resulted in police with guns at her doorstep and her being arrested.
When I went into the hallway and then saw that assault rifle,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
screamed and I thought I was going to die.
A month later, she admitted that they didn't enter her
No,
apartment
it's not. It's actually not Keffels' audio setup. It's like the Young Turks audio mastering. Why do they cut out all the bass?
until after she was in
What
custody.
the hell?
They did not go into my apartment until after I was
So they're just basically in this, just going over Mudahar's video, explaining why Keffels is a fraud. It's so funny because this Anna person, like she always seems pissed.
Money, why she was raising the money, and how she was going to use the money. Let's watch.
She seems fucking tilted.
Herself to him, okay? She wrote on Twitter back on September 25th of 2022, every time I see another story involving an innocent black man being killed by the police, I think back to last month when I had an assault rifle pointed at me by the police and how easily that situation could have escalated.
George Floyd. Rip George Floyd. He always reminds me about how I almost got shot by the cops. If I was black, I would have been killed.
If I wasn't white. I hope Elijah McClain finds justice. She also alleged that the police confiscated her computer.
Oh, what is that called? It's like a slip of the tongue. Wait, what is that called? It's like when you say something accidentally. Oh, Freudian slip. Little Freudian slip there.
And other electronic
Let's play it back.
devices. The police confiscated her computer.
Horror, dude. That is really fucked up. I can't believe that Anna would say that.
And other electronic devices that she confiscated her computer.
Horror.
And other
Wow.
electronic
believe this?
devices that she relied on for her livelihood, for her streaming income.
Dog.
But her devices were actually returned shortly after the swatting incident
Yeah, dude,
happened.
Dust
And
will
she
do that to
discusses
you.
that in the clip you're about to watch.
I started to go
Oh, you're talking about the thumbnail without all the lighting, makeup, and angle frauding. Yeah, literally.
GoFundMe to move immediately, recoup my losses.
Honestly, like all things considered, I wouldn't say that Keffels is like the most attractive person, but things could have been a lot worse. Things could have gone a lot worse.
and build a legal fund to protect my rights.
But there were no losses to recoup. The devices were returned after 3 days.
Say what you want about Anna and her opinions, but I think she's an actual journalist and tries to get the story right. I honestly don't know anything about her. I know more about what's his name? Jank, like Hasan's uncle. I know him. He seems completely insufferable and annoying to me, but I've only seen like small clips of him. I haven't seen that much.
Days.
I eventually got my stuff back in like 3 days and got an apology from the chief of police.
Dude, this is the craziest part to me, that people didn't know that Keffels got her stuff back like almost immediately. Keffels literally said that like they needed new computers and phones and stuff, and that they were basically left unemployed. What did they say about their SO at the time? They were like, this person like had their final or something on their computer and they couldn't turn it in. But then it turns out 3 days later they got the computers back. Agreed on Jank, but he's a little better on his show. Okay.
So if you didn't need the money to
But I love how when Keffels is e-begging for money for her GoFundMe, she has her tits pushed up and together.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The video is so calculated too. The I am in danger and I need what was it called? Things have escalated. I'm in danger.
Yeah.
The posture is so calculated. Did you guys see like Keffels is like this and like leaning forward? So not only are the tits pushed together, but Keffels looks distressed and insecure and anxious. It is like the most calculated thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm a damsel. I need your guys' help. And
Yeah.
also tits.
Yeah, literally. These aren't gonna pay for themselves. I need some GoFundMe money.
Pay for new devices for your.
It reminds me of that video where Keppel was like, I was raped or whatever.
Oh yeah, I was raped. That's awesome.
Your streaming. What did you use the money for?
There was another one that was like, it was like, I've been accused of rape or something. Because what happened is Keffels and the ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, they both like accused each other of sexual assault or rape at the same time. So like, I don't know who did it first. I think the ex did, and then Keffels did it after.
We're gonna get to that in a bit.
Honestly, it's kind of a based way. It's kind of a based way to address rape allegations. Just be like, no, she raped me, actually.
Classic narc behavior.
Dude, because that equalizes it. Because then people have to support potential victims. So then they'll give you an actual like fair chance if you get accused.
It's
Like,
super
actually,
common.
I was raped.
It's super common for people with like dramatic. Is it called dramatic personality disorders?
I don't know.
Type B personality disorders to do that. Like, so people, antisocial, psychopaths, and like narcissists and histrionic, they'll be like, well, actually, she's the narcissist. Actually, she raped me.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. I do love Booba. Don't fall for it, Joe. Don't fall for it. That's what Keppels wants.
She said that she fled Canada for the UK for her own safety, so Kiwi Farms wouldn't be able to find her, which was weird because why the hell would you broadcast to the world where you fled to if you fear?
Dude, it's crazy to me how everyone is like starting to like say all of the Kiwi Farms talking points that they were talking about like 2 years ago now. Yeah, her dad paid for those. Her dad paid for the like the bottom surgery too. Keffels like went to like Thailand or something. I think it was Thailand. You know, I've heard they're experts over there in Thailand. They got quite a few
for your own safety.
They got quite a few of those walking around.
Well, she actually changed that story as well, claiming that she actually fled the country for a different reason, which, by the way, her donors were not informed about. Her donors had donated money to her so she could pay for her moving expenses.
And Joe, whenever you want to join, no rush, but you can just hop in general and I'll drag you in whenever you're ready. So
is because she was afraid for her safety due to Kiwi Farms. But that actually wasn't the case. So what was the case? Let's watch.
The truth is, I left the country because of my ex and because I was scared of my ex. Because my ex was abusive and abused me emotionally and yelled at me and consistently coerced me into sex.
Girl watches her some Nerd City. Dude, what's the drama with Nerd City now? Isn't like Nerd City getting pissed off because of Reddit threads and going back to like month-old threads and posting like essays?
That's why I left. But I
watched
couldn't.
some Nerd City videos from a while ago with Erica, and they're like really good, but it seems like the person behind it is just like a spurg.
Tell anyone.
No one should believe anything she's saying. No one should take what she says at face value. She's a con artist. She is a liar, and I have no idea what her ex
yeah, literally, when you're right, true.
Was like or how her ex treated her. I'm just saying that because you should be very.
I know it's just frustrating because like a lot of people like on people won't trust what Kiwi Farms says, because it's Kiwi Farms and it just has like a reputation, you know. But people like won't even entertain like the evidence or like the purpose for them making these claims. But then like a year later, when the drama comes up on like YouTube, all of the drama YouTubers go to fucking Kiwi Farms and they find all the evidence and they're like, whoa, I found a bunch of evidence. And it's like, yeah, they had this evidence like a year ago.
Of any claim coming out of this woman's mouth. She is a brazen liar, and we've got more proof of that. So now we know that that the money that she raised to move for her own safety following the swatting due to transphobes was actually used for a different purpose. She, at some point, she alleged that she succeeded in getting Kiwi Farms taken down from the internet.
Oh
and while
God.
that may have been true for a very, very short period of time, that wasn't actually the case. Kiwi Farms is up and running, stronger than ever.
Why is Anna even talking about this? This is so funny.
And she refused to accept that and acknowledge that. That's a smaller
The
thing.
psychology breakdown on Sniper Wolf by Nerd City was a little weird. Yeah, he makes sick videos. Yeah, I think people were saying like that, like he was trying to like diagnose her or whatever. And I sort of get why it comes off as like pompous or whatever to like try to give her like a legit like medical diagnosis. But I honestly think like it's kind of fine to speculate on that stuff. But yeah, the video in general was like a little bit like preachy, I guess. It was pretty preachy and like holier than thou. But there were a few good things in there, like the part where Sniper Wolf like assaulted Aziland, is it? Yeah. That was crazy. I hadn't heard that before.
For me, the biggest issue here is the fact that
Why are they making this video? It sounds like she's restating Muda's points almost word for word. I think she's just like summarizing it because Muda's video is like an hour for like their audience. And they feel like they need to issue a correction because they promoted the GoFundMe to their audience.
she took advantage of kind-hearted people who donated their hard-earned money to help her
Yeah, a
out.
lot of essay tubers just read farms info with pictures. True. That's where the pushback is coming from. Yeah. Well, I think like I saw Boblax talking about it earlier today. He said like oh, it's not on that subreddit, but he said like this guy was like always sort of like a spurg and people didn't like him as a person even though his videos are good.
And they ended up donating money to her when she lied about a whole host of things and did not end
They
up
actually linked to Muda's video too. TYT Sports? Who would want to watch these people talk about sports? Holy shit. Wait, this is so niche. TYT Sports. Who watches this, dude? Wait, this isn't even sports. Wait, corrupt? Cowardly bigot gets a taste of his own medicine. MAGA heckler attacks comedian. Comedian gets the last laugh. Comedian makes Republicans squirm after insulting them. Comedian fact checks MAGA Bible beater straight to his face. Oh, here's one that's related to sports. Athlete refuses to be bullied into silence. Coach sends clear signal to bigots that he's on their side. What the fuck? Is this all the same comedian? Comedian. Bill Burr eviscerates Bill Mayer. Dude, I can't believe they got rid of all of the Hasan Piker, what was it called? Those videos where he was like a pickup artist. Bro tip, dude. Bro tip videos were classic. I need like an archive of all the bro tip videos.
On this week's Social Guru, we cover an old classic warhorse, the Let's Get Outta
I can't believe this was on the Young Turks, dude.
Here rule. This one's been passed on for centuries and helped even the Vikings get laid. I actually lost my virginity with this rule, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. So you're in
I'm not gonna lie.
the club, you finally use the 5-second rule.
Let's bring Joe Schmo in. Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, I'm just chilling. What's going on? Sorry, I was getting my settings straight here.
No worries. Yeah, take your time. I hope I didn't rush you.
No, you're good. I was just finishing up my Keffels video on the Just a Worm stuff. I just got that out there, so
Hell yeah,
I'm
nice.
good.
Did you just post it?
I just posted it. Yeah.
Sweet. Do you want to go over basically like the whole timeline with the Just a Worm stuff, and then we can discuss?
Yeah, I'll do my best here.
Sure, yeah.
And also I vaguely know of Just a Worm, like a lot of people do, from his art. He doesn't talk about, but he draws art in a very grotesque style, almost like a meat cannon type situation. But he does like Turkey Tom, Nicholas Diorio, Keffels. But the thing with him is, he does everybody gets it equally. He'll draw Keffels looking terrible. He'll draw Keemstar looking terrible. And the art in Some Ordinary Gamer's thumbnail, if anyone doesn't know, that was drawn by this artist, Just a Worm. And, it really seems like the audience couldn't get it some ordinary gamers, so they went for Just a Worm, calling his art transphobic.
Yeah.
Although, I would disagree with that. It's everyone gets it equally. I mean, so that led to him being harassed, and I think I just heard Nicholas Diorio say that his account wasn't actually banned. A lot of people are saying Just a Worm's account was banned. It's not what happened. I guess Just a Worm just couldn't take it. He privated his account, and then he deleted it. And then because of that, I believe that, and this is new, this is just hot off the presses. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I guess Null from Kiwi Farms is like talking a bunch of shit on Worm,
Really?
basically for being a bitch. Yeah, that's what I was told. I don't really keep up with that side of the internet too well, but that's the tea, I think.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Yeah, I was kind of like when he because I feel like when someone gets banned, it usually just says like that they are suspended, right? So I kind of figured like it seemed more like he privated or deleted his account instead of just getting banned. But yeah, I don't know. I personally I feel like I mean it's hard to know what sort of like messages he was getting. I saw like a few popular tweets, but I'm honestly kind of surprised that he being in like around the commentary community and like Kiwi Farms and stuff wasn't able to take like as much criticism, you know?
Yeah, I even say in my video, and like this is just, I think this is, Adam, your volume is
Oh,
low,
I
your
got it.
chat is saying.
There we go.
I think I want to say this in a nice way, but artists tend to be a little like, I want to say weird because that's almost disparaging in nature, but I mean, yeah,
No,
like a little weird.
Yeah,
So, he's an artist, and he kind of like, that was his art, and he was drawing, and the publicity he's gotten from it has typically been positive.
yeah.
So I think this might have been the first time he really got negative feedback for something online, that level of harassment.
Sure, yeah.
Also, if he's super invested in the commentary game, I mean, I don't think it'd be a far shot to think that there's the possibility that he was like, oh, I'm about to become a martyr. I'm like, okay, like, because that would, in the end, it really makes Keffals look bad. I mean, her community is her community, or whatever pronoun she wants to use, because I guess Mutahari saying her was wrong. So I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful necessarily, but Keffals community is Keffals community. I don't think you're going to sway them either way.
For sure.
But that really makes her look extra terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the backlash. I mean, in my video, the main thing was just reacting to all the artists drawing Keffals extremely unflattering.
Oh yeah, there was
with
like
hashtag justice for Worm.
Yeah, there was like a retaliation, wasn't there? There's people like making even worse, like more like
Oh yeah,
offensive
dude.
portraits.
I got the hold on. I got a bunch of them screenshot. Can I throw them in your Discord
Yeah, go
quick?
ahead,
Is that
yeah.
acceptable?
Yeah, of
Or
course.
should I put them in meme?
Sure, yeah, that's
Hold
fine.
on. Gotta find it. But yeah, no, it was that was really what I wanted to get into, because it was like, Mutahar made the big video. I mean, that's it. That's the Keffals video. That's
Yeah.
it. It's a wrap. And then me, I'm just like, I kind of like lean into the fact that I'm an orbiter and not like a real commentator.
Mhm.
So then, my video is like, yeah, this is bullshit, and look at all this funny art,
Yeah.
because that's kind of what I try to lean into
No,
intentionally.
that's cool.
But
I like that. I like videos that sort of go off like the like beaten path or whatever. Like I like finding like new topics to go over that people don't go over as much. Oh yeah, look at this.
yeah, no, I'm just sending them to you now. I found them.
Sweet.
Oh, here's a really funny one you'll like, actually. You with your Hasan Piker video. That's
hell
not
yeah.
art, but I use that in my video, and I edited it. I put a bunch of Easter eggs into that one right there.
Oh my! Wait,
with,
this is edited
with
There's-
AI.
There's some
No, that's real. That Hasan Piker thing is real to my knowledge, and then I took that and I put a bunch of thumbnail Easter eggs of Keffals, of the Keffals
Oh,
lore. You'll have to check it out
in your video.
But if
Okay,
you-
for sure.
Yeah, they're not like
yeah.
super duper hidden, but I mean, they're like I think I'd put her Wiggler in there. You'll see her Wiggler.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look at this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really funny. I mean, this is just what happens when like I feel like when people try to give pushback for like stupid stuff, I feel like a lot of people like to sort of like retaliate and give them something to be actually pissed about. That's what I feel like this is.
Well, you just don't fuck with artists.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's the thing. Like the Twitter artists are very passionate
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying. I mean, I like, if you go on my Twitter, which nobody does, I like kind of like make fun of it. Like I posted I'm like an AI artist, and I post a bunch of shit to
I
just piss
saw
people
that.
off.
I saw that. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
But like, really, like at the end of the day, like you just don't want to piss them off, and it's just kind of good. Like I almost want I like the headcanon of it was like tactical, where like it was like, yo, dude, just delete your account for a while, and then like
Oh,
the artists will get like pissed.
Oh,
But I don't
that's a
think that's
really
the
funny
case. I think it's
theory.
much more likely that he probably couldn't handle the harassment. But
Yeah, for sure.
that's my headcanon.
That's really funny. I think your theory about like people couldn't get to Mudahar, so they went for the artist instead is like a really interesting theory. I hadn't heard that before.
Oh yeah, and it changes the conversation. I mean, dude, like say what you want about Keffels. There's a lot, like obviously there's a lot of negative to say, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But like I don't think she's as stupid, or at least her team's not, because they have successfully directed the narrative for her for years now.
Yeah.
And there's just got to be someone, if not herself, like it's smart enough so they know, like, okay, the Some Ordinary Video is fucked. We're not winning that. So discredit it on launch and then immediately move the conversation.
Yeah.
So it's really tactical, actually. Like, on launch, Keffels is like, this is transphobic, and then immediately direct the hate towards Just a Worm, and then start controversy over that, and then have people fighting that battle. And
I could see that.
I think it's got to be tactical. It's been going on for years. I mean, she's so easily exposable, and yet no one's been able to really meaningfully do it.
True. I wonder if Tipster is the mastermind here. Maybe he's running a Keffels defense force.
The goth mommies are feeding in the intel.
Hell yeah.
I think it's the opposite. I was told that the Keffels task force is pretty much taken over moderation of all of Tipster's shit.
Really?
That's what I've been told, and that's street knowledge. But
damn.
I mean, yeah, all of the old mods, I guess, are out, and then Keffels mods all do Tipster's shit. So
wow, yeah.
Probably the other way around, if anything. Like I said, I think either she is a little smarter than people give her credit for. Or there's someone helping her out that's a lot smarter than
definitely.
She's been getting away with it. Yeah.
Do you know about that gay fesh person? I don't know a lot about
who's
them.
that.
They're like one of those mods that's like a mod for like Keffels and Tipster.
I don't know. I debate mods. I have a rep for debating big mods when they get mad at me. I never heard of this guy.
Yeah, this person is like, I don't know what their deal is, but they're just like probably like more unhinged than Keffels. Just like a complete lolcow. I looked them up on the
and you know what? That's the thing too with the transgender community gets so much shit, and I feel like a lot of these people understand, like they're not dumb, but Keffels has become like the face for, like, she's like a really big influencer for trans identity.
Totally.
So they're like, well, if we let her go down, then we all look bad.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing too. So I almost try to give these guys the benefit of the doubt, where it's just like they've gotten shit their whole lives.
Sure.
And this is like their person that everyone knows about, was on my grandma knows about Keffels from being on the news.
Yeah.
And she's about to get outed for all this shit. And that makes just everyone in the community look terrible.
Sure,
That's definitely something I like to give them benefit of the doubt. But yeah, I mean, this person's crazy, you're saying?
Yeah. I feel like the trans people have like the worst representatives every single time. Like it's never just like a normal chill like trans person that gets famous. Feels like.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, or you know what, when that is the case, they probably just don't, crazy people just get the bump online. So I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of, I'm sure they're out there, but yeah, it's hard to think of like a trans person that hasn't had a million videos made about them, and then that gets internalized as like harassment.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not really harassment. It's just this person is insane and is also trans.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
Anyways, do you have anything else you wanna talk about with the Just Worm stuff? Anything you can think of?
Justice for Worm, #Justice for Worm. That's all I have to say about it, really. So we'll see what else happens with it. But I mean, I don't know. It's just not much of a story there. It is what it is. But it's just an example of Keffels community getting kind of crazy. And,
for sure.
Taking, it doesn't matter. If you go against the narrative and they can get you, they'll get you. If you cause enough damage. So Yeah,
sure.
that's a wrap for me, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thanks for calling in, man. Everyone sub to Me Joe Schmo on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, check me out, dudes.
This
All
was
right.
fun.
See
You'll
you,
have to call
Juice.
in again. Yeah, see you, man.
All right, peace.
Bye. Sweet. Yeah, guys, follow Joe. Joe's cool. This guy's videos are really good. We should watch this one.
Keffals is a well-known figure online, best known for being a streamer, transgender activist, left-wing political commentator.
Oh, here's oh, there's Tipster. Okay, what else we got? We got the Wiggler. What is this image right here? Wait, was this in the real photo?
And a fraud. Now, Keffals' lore runs deep. This person's community is constantly working with them to attempt to direct any narrative in the community or Keffals' favor. This leads to a lot of muddying of the waters when it comes to trying to look into any story around Keffals, because their community is always out there doing just that, muddying the water, making it difficult to find what's fact, what's fiction, and who is worth or you should be listening to on these topics. The most detailed video discussing Keffals was recently posted by some ordinary.
Oh, it's a Catboy collar. Okay. Man, I should
gamers,
know
also
this. I
known
should
as
know
Mudahar,
this.
just a few days before me making this video. This video is over an hour and a half long of no filler, just point after point, thoroughly discrediting Keffals even more with every blow. Now, there's a lot to unpack with that video, and it's really something that you should watch, but if I were to give you my favorite Keffals factoids that come to mind, they would probably be their affiliation with selling drugs to minors in the form of HRT, and her crusade against a controversial website known as Kiwi Farms that ended in her fleeing the country to avoid online harassment because, you know, the internet doesn't exist in Ireland. Online harassment only exists in... Where was this person?
Dude, that's
Canada.
so true.
Canada.
It was like all online. There was like barely anything in real life that was like following her around. So it's like, why? I don't know, dude. Like, why would moving help in that situation at all? Especially when you're like telling everyone where you're moving.
That is the only
Makes no
place
sense.
where online harassment exists. You have to go to Ireland. The point is, this is a bad person with a pattern of behavior well documented that reflects as much. Keffals' latest attempt to deflect current criticism came in the form of claiming that this piece of artwork used in the thumbnail of some
It's
ordinary
actually crazy. I feel like Just a Worm went easy on Keffals.
video is transphobic, and that's what I would like to look at with you today. Now, I find this frustrating to even have to attempt to discuss with you because any little bit of looking into Just a Worm, the former Twitter artist that drew this thumbnail art, and the art style that they typically use and how it's typically used online would immediately destroy the narrative that this art made by just...
Yeah, she literally said she wanted to make herself a lightning rod for hate, for more publicity. Dude, it just, I feel like all of the Keffals being like, I was so scared. I was, you know, I just had to go in hiding. I was being harassed. I feel like it's all just fake. I feel like Keffals like just barely even cares. Maybe she's so zonked out on drugs that like she just can't even care at all. But it really comes across as like disingenuous, especially now looking back. It's like, there was no reason to be really scared, like, of even, like, the cops. Like, the cops came and knocked on your door, and they had guns just in case something went wrong. I guess that's, like, probably a little intimidating, right? But, like, acting like it was some, like, traumatizing event where guns were shoved in your face, and you had, like, PTSD flashbacks about it, it's, like, crazy.
Just a Worm was explicitly used to attack Keffals' transgender identity. See, there's a couple different ways that you could prove this.
Also,
but
Keffals is just like a bad actor. Like, Keffals is not good at like faking emotions at all. Keffals is hardly even emotive like on her own.
Easily and quickly.
And then when she's like explaining like, I was so scared. She's like, I was so scared. I thought that I was going to die. I was petrified. I still have flashbacks to this event. Literally, yeah, it's literally, she's on the booger sugar,
to
dude.
show you other examples of other famous internet online personalities that Just a Worm has also drawn, and you'll find it surprising that Keffals is the only transgender person this artist has ever drawn, to my knowledge. You'll also find it surprising that most of these people have asked Just a Worm to draw them in his art style. And who better to start off with than some ordinary gamers, Mudahar himself, the supposed transphobe that dared to use Just a Worm's art.
Someone got drawn, was it Diorio posted on Twitter today, like the Just a Worm portrait of him, and he was like, this portrait is so transphobic. This portrait of me is very transphobic.
Work of Keffals in his thumbnail to begin with. iDubbbz, Anissa, Turkey Tom, Destiny, Ice
Dude, I think his iDubbbz ones are some of my favorite. Those are awesome.
Some guy, Gokunaru, Vegan Gains, Vosh, Ethan Klein, Tipster, Keemstar, Nicholas Diorio. Just a Worm is not picking sides here. He's not trying to support one person over the other. Nicholas Diorio gets it just as much as Vosh gets it. This is not political artwork. There's no greater statement being made here than this is just silly, grotesque artwork on the internet, online, okay? And the example of Keffels drawn by Just a Worm is no different, obviously. But you know what? The people trying to push that narrative know that, okay? They don't care. That's the whole deal. They want to start a conversation about something, anything other than the contents of the video. They want me to make this video. They want people to make videos like this so that there's another conversation happening. They want to talk about the artwork. They want to talk about Just a Worm leaving Twitter because of all the harassment. So I'm going to take a moment
Dude,
here.
I think they just want you to draw trans women as anime girls like they do on the little Otokonoko Pharma HRT packaging. That's what they want you to draw. That's how Just a Worm should have drawn Keffels to avoid controversy. Just draw her as like a little kawaii chibi anime girl.
To say that if you made it this far, you're probably going to enjoy Some Ordinary Gamer's video on Keffels, and you should really check it out. This video has been brought to you by Some Ordinary Gamers because of the video he made.
Dude, congrats on the sponsorship. You got sponsored by Mudahar. Hell yeah.
It inspired this, so go watch it. I'll leave a link to that in the description, and I'll probably have it posted at the end of the video as well. But first, there's another layer to this. This all started a trend on Twitter that I just found to be so funny. Now, artists are interesting people. You see, Just a Worm was a really popular Twitter artist. And when Twitter
It would be pretty funny. I feel like people would get mad either way because it would be like passive aggressive for Worm. Like, you literally, it's one of those situations where it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Imagine Worm with like his normal art style just makes one random piece that's like not in his style at all, and he just makes it like a chibi kawaii anime girl, and it's like, this is Keffels. Then everyone would be like, why didn't you just draw her like you draw everyone else, you fucking transphobe? Dude, that would literally happen. That would actually happen.
It's found out that this artist was harassed off the internet. That triggered them to mobilize, okay? They had joined the crusade against Keffels. Now, I want to react to some of these responses from these artists with you, but I do have to say, I do not condone any harassment. If you perceive this artwork as harassment, I do not condone that, and I do not condone harassment at all. Please do not harass anyone because of this video. Not even because of this video. Just don't be a loser and harass people. Harassing is wrong. I do not condone harassment. Now let's react to some of these responses from these artists on Twitter. Pissing off artists is never smart. Hashtag justice for Worm. I am a victim. Give me more money. Now this is a piece of art commentating over the fact that Keffels has a GoFundMe fundraiser still currently going that people can donate to. Now, what is the fundraiser
How
for?
is it still open? Dude, do you guys think that there's like legal recourse for the people who donated to Keffels? I feel like there might be a possibility that people get their money back.
Well, if you ask Keffels one day, it's to sue the police. If you ask Keffels the next day, it's to run away from online harassment. And if you ask Keffels the day after that, it's to get away from their ex. So it just kind of
to sue Kiwi Farms.
To most rational people that the money's just going, I don't know, possibly up her nose. What? Watch the Some Ordinary Gamers video to find out more about that. Since hashtag Keffels decided to target my boy Just a Worm, let's see if she likes my artwork of her any better.
I love I just noticed the poster in this one where it says, I love Catboys and Blow. Yeah, she changed what it was for like 3 times. Did she actually edit the GoFundMe page too? Like the part where it described what she needed the money for?
Just for
Because the title was originally just legal fund, and I don't remember her talking about like recouping her losses or anything. Yeah, scam. Yeah, it would be considered a scam by definition. Yeah, for sure. I just don't know if there's like a legal like exception for like if you're donating to a GoFundMe, especially when it's like ambiguous for what exactly it's for. Like it's like, oh, here's like a few things that I might need it for. I don't know. I feel like you get into weird territory with that because then it's like, well, what percentage of the money is supposed to go to what in that case where there's like multiple things named? I don't know.
Now, I don't know what Keffels' pronouns are. To me, they presents very feminine. But just for the record, I just wanted to disclose that since pronouns are being used here. If anyone making videos on Keffals wants to use this for thumbnails or whatever, you can, but please support Worm and use his art with permission. Oh yeah,
It's really crazy, the whole like pronoun thing. Keffals literally said Mudahar used the wrong pronouns in the video announcement. And then you look at the video announcement, it's like she. So it's like, what?
As in advance, if any of these artists have a problem with me using
It's funny how no matter what you call Keffals, you get flack from different people. Like if you call Keffals she, or even they, sometimes you get the Kiwi Farms mains who will actually like do the exact same thing that like really pro-trans people do, where they're like, actually you have to use the correct pronoun. The correct pronoun is actually he. And then if you call Keffals he, obviously you'll have a bunch of people saying like, Keffals is a trans woman. It's like, or if you call Keffals they, like you'll still have people sometimes being like, why won't you say she? It's so weird.
And if you really have a problem with it, just comment and reach out to me and I'll like blur it or whatever. But yeah, that's my statement on the permissions thing. What happened to @JustAWorm art is completely,
I think this one is my favorite.
Unjust. Worm has an unflattering
I like the fly and the ear hair
style, but simply because one of the many portraits he did was of someone with a hateful community, he got mass reported. My own portrait of Keffals. Fuck people who ban art. #JusticeForWorm. Just another artist very upset that of how things are going and expressing that through their art. We protect art on this channel. We stan art on this channel. After all, I am an AI artist. I actually really like this one. #JusticeForWorm and his sweaty, smelly art. So then we have Keffals here being depicted as some type of rat like monster. And I just actually really like the artwork here.
I like the colors in this one a lot. The colors are really cool.
I like the simplicity of it.
I saw that in your Keffals video. Someone's upset at you for using they. Sometimes it's like I'll use they for like anyone, just in certain situations, because I'll forget for a second, or like I'll just be talking about a username. So to me, it's just like a ambiguous like gender thing. So I'll just say they. It's so weird how people have like these crazy double standards just for like trans people or whatever.
I like how it gets the point across.
But also, this is sort of a tangent, but in my Keffals video, this was like pretty crazy to see. I had a couple people who were like, who liked Keffals, who commented in my video saying like, wow, I actually didn't know some of this stuff about Keffals. This is really weird. We need to like look into we need to look into this. And I was like actually surprised, because I thought that Keffals' fan base consisted of a bunch of like people who were, ravenous for like outrage and stuff. But it turns out that Keffals just has a few people who really just don't know what's going on in their chat, in their community, that genuinely are like not bad people. They're just like, they don't know all of the backstory and stuff. So I think it is good that like everyone's talking about Keffals more and all the weird shit that she's done.
You can identify the subject in the image and what the image is trying to do. And I'm being genuine. I'm not even fucking around there. I'm trying to be a bit like hoity-toity about it, but that's genuinely how I feel about this one. That's why I wanted to include it in the video. I like this one a lot. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Mac on Twitter.
Dude, it's actually crazy that your grandma knows who she is. Holy shit. My mom knows who Hasan is, because like when I was editing that video, I was like talking to her about it, and I sent her the Willie Mac show video, and my mom got like really invested into the drama. She was like, wow, this guy sucks. And then I dropped my video, and my mom watched the whole thing, and she's like, wow, I hate this guy now.
I think we're going to end it there with the reactions there. So if you want to see more wonderful Keffals art, go on Twitter and look up #JusticeForWorm. Should yield you all kinds of wonderful results. Please, if you found any interest in this video and you're not quite sure what's going on, go check out Some Ordinary Gamer's video. There should be links at the end of the video, maybe even right now, and in the comment section. And that's about a wrap for me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
You saw Hasan in person? Dude, this was a great video. Dude, your editing and everything are so good. I'm surprised that your channel is only like 1.69k subs. That's crazy. You have like a good screen presence to it. Sounds like I'm just glazing you, but I promise I'm not. Guys, go sub. Go like the video. Give him a view.
Keffals.
This is awesome. Good fucking video. Good shit. And thank you again for coming on. That was really fun. We'll definitely do more call-ins in the future. I really enjoyed that. All right. Let's see. What do we have next? What do we have next? Dude, I have so many windows open. Oh my god. There it is. Oh, one other thing about the Just a Worm. Everyone hates me. No. Another thing about the Just a Worm stuff is his like Kiwi Farms. So before he became like a Twitter artist and got involved in like the commentary community, he was like a little bit edgy on Kiwi Farms. And he had like some posts that were just like pretty mild, honestly, for Kiwi Farms. Like he said the dreaded word troon. He said troon on Kiwi Farms, guys. What else? He said like some homophobic shit. Basically just shit talking on Kiwi Farms. And people, that's what people were really mad at him about. So they went after the transphobic art, and then people were like, well, this art isn't really transphobic. And then those same people were like, well, guess what? He has a Kiwi Farms account and he posted 2 vaguely transphobic things. It's like, okay. The only person I've reached out to online other than Dark Viper. Wait, really? He got mad at you? Did you try to do an interview with him about the Chud Logic stuff? And also thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you like. You were my first caller ever. I've never had a caller on my stream before. All right, let's see. It was fun. I always get nervous before I like have people like whenever I'm thinking about like having someone call in, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But that was really fun. TYT disavows Keffels.
Back in 2022.
Oh, also, Joe, when you first sent a message in my chat, I think you were there for like the first stream that you showed up in. You sent like one message like, oh yeah, we should collab sometime. And I literally was like, I don't know, because I didn't know anything about you. I didn't know your content. And then afterwards, I like subscribed to you and I checked out your content. I was like, oh, this guy's like actually like a good chill YouTuber. Because I had some issues on Twitch when I used to stream on Twitch, Minecraft speedrunning streams. I basically like accepted a few random people's like requests in chat. Like there was this kid, and I didn't realize he was like 10 years old. And so he was like, will you play Manhunt with me? And I was like, I pictured like someone my age. So I was like, all right, sure. So I joined this person's server, and then he wanted to like Discord with me and stuff. And he was just like this little Indian kid. And I was like, where are your parents, dude? And then he started like obsessively like showing up to all of my streams and acting like we were like best friends in my chat. And I was like, dude, this is so weird. So then I had a policy of like being careful about you know, random people, because this kid was like obsessed with me and Erica. He thought that we were like best friends, and I was like, dude, this is like so weird. So I'm very cautious, but I checked out your content. It's actually it's actually good. Let's see. Keffel's secret stream. Oh yeah, Keffels did a Twitch stream today. Speaking of Keffels. Check this out. Earlier today, Keffels did a secret since removed Twitch only gaming stream. So Keffels was playing like Hearthstone.
I was contemplating like.
Okay, so keep in mind that people right now think that Keffels might be on the Yola again, on some coke.
Like when I should just start streaming
or
again.
Or maybe on some benzos.
And I figured I may as well just rip the band-aid off and go back to streaming. It's cool how many random people showed up to an unannounced stream after a 2-month hiatus.
Dude, this has to be some sort of drug. It's either alcohol or benzos. It has to be something like that.
I don't know what I was expecting. Honestly, actually, I was expecting more people to be angry, but so far that hasn't happened. No, I didn't mean like angry from the people who actually want to be here. I just meant like angry from drama freaks.
Drama freaks. Dude, oh my god. Do you see like Keffels' eyes are like darting around, and she's doing the thing where she's starting to like kind of sway around like that?
Well, I think honestly it was because I didn't respond.
She said it's because she's retarded. Yeah, she has psychomotor retardation.
You are a fool to oppose.
There is nothing to really. There's no.
Dude, someone pointed out, I think it was Nicholas Diorio pointed out that the Now I'm in Hiding video, the Keffals, that this video, her using a green screen was like the worst choice ever. And apparently people have like photoshopped her in like random like environments, like fucking like the middle of like Palestine and stuff like that, with just being like things have escalated.
I decided to
That's so funny. Why the fuck would you use a green screen here? That's crazy. I got that too, yeah.
tell my supporters that I was saved by posting a photo of my fiance's. Nothing you could
Why
really
the fuck did I start watching this video?
like. I don't even know how to like say what I'm trying to say.
It's because you're high, Keffals.
Yeah, no, I'm not planning on making any sort of response because I don't think I owe anyone a response. When I say I'm done with drama, I legitimately mean it.
Yeah, surely.
I don't care about any of this
Keffals, your
shit.
whole existence revolves around drama. Like, people only care about you because of drama. Wow, you can never not be involved in drama because you have nothing else going for you. Keffals is literally just like the butt of a joke.
Hey, part of the reason I got
all
burnt
the
out
time.
is because I wasn't enjoying streaming.
Green screen challenge.
Like it was stressful and it was anxiety.
Dude, I feel like having a green screen would be kind of cool, especially for videos. Turkey Tom was talking about this like a few days ago on his stream. He was like, I think it gives you, because you can basically have your face, which is really engaging for viewers, and like gameplay at the same time. Or like you can have some other shit going on in the background too. And I feel like that sounds kind of cool. Sounds like a good idea. I might get one.
Anxiety-inducing, and I want
to. My setup would be so busted though. Like I would have like a fucking big thing like right here behind me that I would have to fold and put away after every stream.
Yeah, I just want a fucking game.
All the towns.
I feel like if I'm streaming Battlegrounds enough, people will eventually learn. Not a bad summon. Saying people will eventually.
That was the most expressive I've ever seen Keffals.
People will eventually learn. Not a bad summon.
That is the most emotive I've ever seen Keffals' face. That's crazy.
Saying people will eventually.
Oh my god, it's so loud, sorry. I'm ear raping you guys.
People will eventually learn.
This is Keffals. Keffals when something crazy happens in a game. This is Keffals when she's petrified of being shot to death. Keffals when you get an awesome, I don't know, combo. I don't know what the fuck, how Hearthstone works. That's pretty good. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. The police are trying to kill me.
I decided to tell.
God, dude.
Not a bad.
So less backlash than expected from drama freaks. I don't know anyone in response. No more drama. Streaming was stressful. I just want to play games. Nobody wants to watch you play games, Keffals. Yeah, literally game over. Drugs. Okay, so Josh posted this article. Josh posted this article today going over Liz Fong Jones and how Liz Fong Jones used basically institutions to censor the Kiwi farms. So keep in mind, Josh uses the pronoun he for Liz, which is, obviously that's against YouTube TOS. So when I read it, I am quoting Josh, okay? I am not saying that this is good or bad that he's saying this. I'm just reading the article as it is written. A person's most valuable asset is their reputation, and there's no better place to build one's cachet than online. What does this mean? Cachet. The state of being respected or admired. Prestige. Okay. For this reason, there is a convergence of extreme wealth, power, and influence building up around the backbone of the internet like a cancer. Without immediate organization and reaction from the atomized groups considering themselves anti-censorship, we will soon live in a less free world with a less open internet where rich and influential people can dictate their own trustworthiness and slander their opposition with impunity. In the 11 years I have managed my forum, the Kiwi Farms, I've seen firsthand the power in allowing people to talk about people. Anyone who is permitted to freely share what they'd like about another is enabled to punch far above their own weight. When a forum organized like the Kiwi Farms hosts stories, media, and documents that never go away, it can become a permanent blight on a diligently maintained reputation belonging to surprisingly important people. Why am I having such a hard time reading right now? Holy shit, I feel like I'm in 4th grade. When that demerit is made on someone rich and well-connected, they may dedicate years of their life trying to erase it. Liz Fong Jones is a transgender multimillionaire, formerly employed by Google, but now involved in at least 2 SF tech startups, Honeycomb and Tall Poppy. I don't know what this is. His resume and portfolio has been leveraged to try and deplatform the Kiwi Farm since 2017. Really? I didn't know that it went on before Drop Kiwi Farms. That's crazy. That's news to me. What started with a single email has expanded over 7 years into a conspiracy targeting the most sensitive and important components of what makes up the internet. The story of Liz Fong Jones is trying to take down the Kiwi Farms is indicative of what will soon be done to all controversial web content if there is not a coordinated effort made to make the internet and the companies which compose it more neutral and accountable. Wait, Liz Fong Jones was involved in Trans Lifeline? Wait. No fucking way. On August 18th, 2017, Liz Fong Jones used his company's email address to send a complaint. The targeted provider hosted my website's email service. So this is something that Liz Fong Jones does like all the time, is they will just use this Google email address, lizf@google.com, apparently, to harass people, to go to as leverage to like get these websites and services to take down Kiwi Farms. So it's not only the people who are directly providing service to Kiwi Farms. Liz will go like upstream and go to like the higher ups and try to get them to drop the smaller company because the smaller company is hosting Kiwi Farms. It's such bullshit. And it's crazy how often this works. This works like all the time. Targeted provider used my website's email service. At the time, we used Cloudflare's security services, and a common way to bypass Cloudflare was to look at the mail server. Cloudflare does not protect email, and often the unprotected mail server for websites will be the same server or provider as the actual protected web server. Fong Jones complained we hosted personal information, hoping this would cause our website to go down. Yeah, docs is not illegal, by the way. The information in question was about Trans Lifeline, a hotline for transgender people in crisis staffed by transgender volunteers. At the time, Trans Lifeline was operated by Greta Gustava and Nina Chabal. These organizers would post extravagant lifestyle photos on their public Instagrams. Meanwhile, the Trans Lifeline hotline service rarely had anyone online to accept emergency calls. So this was a huge controversy. They literally had this huge charity that was getting a ton of backing from like celebrities and stuff, like Miley Cyrus. Who else? And Miley Cyrus was like the one that I remember. There were multiple celebrity endorsements of this, and the charity was receiving a fuckload of money. Meanwhile, the actual service that the charity was supposed to provide wasn't being actually manned by anyone. So it's just another case of these people taking advantage of these like social movements in order to benefit themselves. So these people would just go on extravagant vacations and spend all this money on cars, vacations, eating out, like ordering fucking Uber Eats. They would spend all this money on bullshit and not hire enough people to have a 24/7 lifeline. This led Kiwi Farms users to suspect that they were stealing from their charity. So we began documenting both their lifestyle and their hotline's performance, or lack thereof. Documents leaked to us by people who had worked with them showed that there was almost no organization, no internal support structure, and no training. Transgender people recruited by Trans Lifeline to be call agents would then be put on lines to deal with immediately at-risk suicidal transgender people with scant information on how to actually help. Some callers reported being hung up on. Operators reported trauma from having to answer life or death phone calls without any idea of what to do or say. So these were volunteers that were like completely untrained too. Years later, and thanks to information made available only on the Kiwi Farms, they would be ousted from their organization for fraud. Trans Lifeline's operators would later file under penalty of perjury that Greta and Nina had inured hundreds of thousands of dollars. Inured is just what's the other word for this? Like embezzled? Let's see. Is this embezzlement? Accusing someone to something, especially something unpleasant. Had a key, what? To come into operation? Okay. We're just gonna say embezzled. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Liz tried to cover this up while it was happening by silencing the only people who were at this point in time both aware of and capable of discussing transgender issues in a less than flattering way without being banned. Yeah, so I think there's a little bit of truth to this. Like, I do think that a lot of the time, you know, you see it with Keffals, like people sometimes are, I think things have gotten better recently, but especially like a few years ago, people were willing to overlook criticisms of like stuff relating to transgender stuff just because of the social movement and the progressiveness. People thought that it was always bad to criticize anything to do with transgender stuff. Which is not good. That's not healthy. You know, I think that's what leads a lot of people to, you know, despise that whole, the whole movement and the group of people. Because you see this time and time again. This would begin the long trend of transgender activists saying, ignore the bad things on Kiwi farms, they're made up. With the punchline being that we'd end up proven right over time, and with damage done that could have been mitigated if we were trusted sooner. It would take Fong Jones 6 years to admit that Trans Lifeline was a scam at the time he was supporting them. He explains he now only donates money to causes where he can directly influence the way it operates. Liz Fong Jones should be thanking us, but he still holds a vicious grudge because we reported the abuse of his Google work email. So, yeah, this is crazy that the Google work email thing still worked for so long. I don't know if it's shut down by now, but like, just from being an ex-Google employee, you have like the social like capital to change so much shit. And these people will just believe you without question because your Google is next to your name. It's necessary to be non-anonymous to the organizations that intermediate your giving in order to get a seat at the governance table and ensure that funds are being appropriately spent. That was a very painful lesson I learned from the fiasco that was the early days of Trans Lifeline, where the inexperienced initial board did not meaningfully keep the founders in check or insist on audits, and the major donors, including myself, didn't think to ask the board seats to provide oversight, leading to us all getting defrauded. So Liz admits this later, never admits that this was from Kiwi Farms, that's why they got caught or anything. But yeah, this Liz person just completely lives in delusion all the time. And they have been viciously attacking Kiwi Farms for the longest time. And it seems like this is why they have such a grudge. It started with this thing. And then it escalated with the Keffals Drop Kiwi Farms campaign. And Liz helped Keffals mass report all of the services that related to Kiwi Farms. So then Liz basically got a bunch of attention again and is like addicted to it now. And now that the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign is sort of like over, Liz has still been trying to coordinate it behind the scenes. You'll never hear the story of how Kiwi Farms identified fraud in a charity, because it is not written about. There's not a single article from a supposedly trustworthy media source about the scandal. No journalist in the world can catalog what the Kiwi Farms gets right, because the truth is a secondary concern to them, sitting under what is politically expedient. So again, I see more YouTubers nowadays acknowledging that Kiwi Farms was right about certain things. That doesn't mean that they're always right about everything, but I think, like I said earlier, if you use the Kiwi Farms as a source for evidence and then you come to your own conclusions with it, it's a really, really good resource. And often the conclusions that Kiwi farmers come to are true too. But everyone should always take everything with a grain of salt. Look at the screenshots, look at the archive pages, and make your own conclusion. But yeah, a lot of people will just straight up throw out evidence because it's from Kiwi Farms. How fucking long is this article? Oh God, dude, we're not going to get through all of this. Are you kidding me? There's just no way. This is too long. Let's see. Anti-censors are falling flat. Modified. Okay, this is the gay game thing, the Stellar Blade shit. Public outcry and petitions do not get things done. Money does. Dude, I'm sorry, but I don't think we're gonna get through this article. I thought that he was gonna talk about Liz Funk Jones. Okay, yeah, Liz Funk Jones is like trying to sue Kiwi Farms and also sue other people apparently for posting about her on the website. One thing that Liz Funk Jones hates about Kiwi Farms is that they have the consent accident thing recorded permanently. Liz Funk Jones put out this tweet that said, like, you know, consent accidents happen, and it even happened to me, implying that they breached consent in some way, dude. So everyone thinks that Liz Funk Jones might be like a secret like rapist, but then Liz Funk Jones came up with like a cover story to say that actually no, I didn't actually do anything weird. It was actually just dog hair. It was actually just dog hair. They had an aversion to dogs and they were like scared of dogs, and then they said that I had raped them because of dog hair. The story makes no sense. So Liz Funk Jones really hates that story. Deleted all those tweets relating to it and everything. And ever since then, she has been extra vigilant about trying to get the Kiwi Farms removed. But yeah, it seems like Kiwi Farms has been able to develop its own solutions to a lot of its problems, but that's only because of Josh. If it was literally anyone else running a site like this, it would be fucked. He is literally the most like like resilient person ever. It's crazy. He's so determined to keep his site up that, like, for example, when they got pulled off of Cloudflare, he ended up having to make his own DDoS protection. So he created his own script based off of someone else's GitHub in order to create a solution that where you don't need Cloudflare. So if you go on the Kiwi Farms right now, there's a thing that loads first. It says Kiwi Flare. That's his fucking creation. Pretty cool. But yeah, I think his point is that it's really important for people to stand up against this, no matter what the reason for censorship is. U.S. legal sites should be able to stay up, no matter what. Even if you disagree with a lot of the content on there, if it's legal, and it's right on the edge where it's like basically like the most like offensive speech, the most edgy speech, those sites are always going to be the first to get targeted. So that's really where the bounds of, you know, free speech and censorship are being tested constantly. Yeah. I can't even think of another site like Kiwi Farms that gets targeted as much as Kiwi Farms does. There's like way worse sites out there than Kiwi Farms that nobody ever tries to go after. So it's very weird. There's a weird double standard. I have a short on my channel where I go over some of the Liz Funk Jones stuff, but I feel like I've talked about this person for very long. But long story short, they've just gone after every company that works with Kiwi Farms, including email providers, DDoS protection, high-tier ISPs, low-tier ISPs, data centers, basically all of that. Just mass emailing, conducting all of their followers to mass report the site to these services. And in some cases, they even claim that there was like CP on Kiwi Farms, and then they'll link an image. That's obviously not CP. There's obviously not CP on the farms. They'll link an image and say this is CP. So then the websites panic, and then they pull Kiwi Farms from their services before they even like investigate it, because of course anyone would have that reaction if somebody says there's CP on the site, you need to pull it. Who would go and like check with like the cops or whatever at first? They just pull it because they were like, oh shit, we got to get rid of that. So they use these horrible tactics that are just like, they just straight up lie, and they'll do anything to get the site pulled from their services. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, yeah, if you guys want to check out the article, it's on Twitter. XJosh is his Twitter. Destiny N-word. Okay, guys, before we go over Destiny N-word, I'm going to pull up one of my videos, and I'm going to go pee-pee. All right, hold on. We'll watch the Kendrick Drake beef video. This dude is like such a fucking try-hard. Like, can we just call each other files more? Good volume. He's just accusing him of being molested. Praying for you, bro. I hope you stop dwelling on being molested and cucked. Yeah, we're gonna go over the beef. All right, guys. I feel like watching the new song. So basically, my thoughts on this whole thing so far. I'm not deeply invested in either of these people. I think that Drake is like a LARPer. Seems sort of fruity, sort of zesty.
Anita Max Win.
He seems very shallow, you know, like I don't know, just has a sort of degenerate lifestyle. I think Kendrick Lamar is right to criticize him about that shit. But the thing is with Kendrick Lamar, this dude is like such a fucking try-hard, conscious rapper. Okay, this guy, Kendrick, is just like, just has been so virtue signally and so high and mighty, like very preachy. Like the couple examples I'll give is like, you know, he's like, you're a body shamer. He calls Drake a body shamer, and he says that he's a misogynist when Kendrick himself has like fucking apparently beat like his ex. I don't like Drake, but the Kendrick glazing is insane, dude. It is crazy. And like people, the rationale of a lot of people is like, well, you know, Drake's diss is like, it's just like lighthearted and fun, and Kendrick's is like a really well thought out like poem. Like he's like a poet. I don't fucking like that for a diss. Like I want people to just go after people's like shallow fucking stupid shit. Like when Drake makes fun of his height, when Drake says you know, when our kids hang out, it'll be two little white kids hanging out at the park. That was fucking hilarious. Oh man, when he calls him like a fake activist, that was so awesome. So yeah, Kendrick's first couple disses were weak to me. Like they weren't weak because he's like a bad rapper or the beat was bad or anything. It was just like a little bit cringy to me, okay? And I just find Kendrick cringy in general. But then Kendrick put out his most recent diss yesterday, where he just fucking calls him a pedophile and says that he's when you start dating him, make sure you hide your little sister from him. He says, I'm sorry. Listen, I think Kendrick owned him with the pedophile song, okay? I still think he won the beef. I'll say that much. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is the tweet that started it all. So Destiny said, Destiny responded to one of Hasan's messages in the Hasan Discord. What does this mean? This was the white dude who got bullied all along. Shocked that no clip of me saying I'm confused why LSF made no stink. Shocked that no clip of me saying, what the fuck? Why can he not use fucking punctuation? Shocked that no clip of me saying I'm confused why LSF made no stink about Destiny saying the N-word 19 days ago on his podcast. Made a fraction of the drama that was caused by Crackergate made it to. What is he saying? He's just mad at like Destiny saying the N-word on his podcast. Drake is a product, yeah. I don't like Drake or Kendrick, but I feel like people were like a little bit unfair. My overall take was like I feel like people were a little bit unfair to Drake's. Like Drake had some good criticisms of Kendrick in his tracks. I feel like he calls him a fake activist. He basically calls him a cuck. I thought that him calling him a molestation victim was really funny, even though like he obviously didn't get molested. I just found Drake's like roast funny. But yeah, Kendrick's, you know, what was it? Certified Pedophiles. That track was really funny. The two tracks before that, it felt like Kendrick was trying to do this thing where he was like, I'm so sorry that your dad, you know, I'm so sorry that your dad is like so bad and blah 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 blah. And it just felt sort of preachy versus Drake's were just like funnier at first. But then Kendrick came out with the, what was it called? Not Like Us. Was that it? Yeah. And that one was much better. But yeah. Do we, by the way, do we know if that if that photo is actually fake or not. Did we find out if that was actually fake misinfo or was Drake just coping about that? Oh, so anyways, yeah. So then Destiny says, 19 days ago on his podcast, this buddy got me on his obsession calendar with JDAM guided precision. So this is a reference to the classic Hasan JDAM clip. So he just doubles down, pretty based. This person says, why the N-word? And Destiny says, because I'm racist. And this guy says, I'm giving you the pass. And Destiny says, I don't need the pass. I'm racist. That's so fucking funny. And then this person posts Black Destiny. What would Destiny's black name be, guys? Yeah, Not Like Us was pretty good. Stevan Bonnell. Stefan Bonella. Okay, so in response, Hasan says this. Oh, no, this was the first one. Weirdos who love saying the N-word and people who get offended by anti-white racism are a Venn diagram. What is he talking about here? What does it even have to do with... What? He literally can't help but bring, like, his political, like, brain rot into every conversation. Oh, everyone who thinks that Destiny saying the N-word is funny are also the same people who get offended by anti-white racism. Meanwhile, his chat is just calling him a Gusano. Gusano. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's pretty cool. And then Destiny points out that Hasan is the same person who posted this in response to a senator. Literally no one cares, dude. You posted schematics of a weapon implying someone should assassinate a sitting congressman. Oh, sorry, congressman. And you greenlight your entire community to spam racial slurs about me. Go back to your shitty political commentary and fade away. I thought you guys were good friends. And then Hasan said this.
So, you know, being a bad dad and also being divorced all the time. So
Divorced all the time.
That's what happens.
It's pretty funny that this dude's community got so mad at me making fun of the Queen dying.
Or New Zealand to fuck a fan's girlfriend, only to marry him, only to divorce him after leaving my family behind. So there is that too. Refugee being shot and run over. Recently divorced genocide apologist can barely contain his laughter at a starving. Okay, Mr. Cuccarelli. Oh no, listen, say CLM.
Dude, okay, but this clip is so funny. It's Mel time. It's Mel time. Come on, he kind of got him there. I mean, but I feel like even Destiny thinks that clip is funny.
Me asking what's for dinner and my wife serving divorce papers. Are so divorced from reality, just like their daddy is divorced 2 times. Dick riders of Bonarelli are so divorced from reality that, like...
What is this meme of calling him, like, Bonarelli? Oh, is it the Finkelstein meme? Is it because Finkelstein couldn't remember what Steven's last name was, so he just kept calling him, like, Bocelli, Bonelli, Bonatelli?
I'm jealous of 2-time divorced, 0 friend having, only fucking manipulating...
Dude, he's so mad. Wait, dude, I remember when Hasan, like, literally 6 months ago, Hasan would never mention Destiny at all. He was, like, scared of mentioning him.
People in his orbit by offering them a crumb of clout. Dude who fucking left his child and his first wife behind to go fuck a fan's girlfriend, married the fan's girlfriend, only to get divorced by the fan's girlfriend.
True, that's actually true.
Who's getting fucking ripped to shreds. I'm fucking so jealous.
Dude, by the way, have you guys seen the video of when Destiny first started hanging out with Melina? So he went to Sweden to, like, meet up with a fan and the girlfriend, Melina. And Melina was, like, in an open relationship with a boyfriend, and then Destiny literally just cucked this guy. Like, he just fucked Melina and, like, locked the guy out of the room, and then he literally stole Melina from that guy. Pretty funny. His Discord posted dick pics in solidarity to his Willy pics getting leaked. Wait, what? Wait, Destiny posted... Oh, Destiny's Discord posted dick pics in solidarity to his dick pics getting leaked. Holy shit.
Dude. There, you cut one video with Divorce Man and all of a sudden you're obsessed with him. Babe Bonarelli on divorce law or something. Two-time divorce champion debate streamer, Mr. Divorcelli. People like Divorcelli. Kick streamers like Divorcelli. Mr. Divorcelli.
Kick streamers.
Mr. Cuccarelli brought on Fuentes so we could have a guest that wouldn't cuck him for once. Yeah. Divorcelli. Mr. Divorcelli would be envious.
Dude, it's so funny how like these people like Hasan, they'll literally be the same people that are like, nothing is wrong. There's no stigma. Or there shouldn't be any like stigma about getting divorced or like open relationships. And then they're the first people to hop on like the cuck thing too. Like they're like, this guy's a cuck. It's like by the way, I agree that being a cuck is bad, but it's just funny because you would expect someone like Hasan to, you know, sort of encourage and gaslight that behavior.
Of the amount of fucking times this dude said the N-word on record, you know what I mean? He's of a bunch of older divorced dad gamers who don't derive the same satisfaction from playing video games nowadays, so they just keep chirping and chirping. He is a disgusting little pervert, but I don't know if those I just found out about Mr. Nonsorelli's wife today. I had no idea that was her this whole time. You mean
Nonsorelli? He's calling him a pedo.
His second ex-wife.
That's kind of funny.
Two-time divorce champion.
So okay, so you guys get the gist of this. Basically, he just brings him up. He brings up Destiny all the time. And you know what? Destiny brings up Hasan all the time too. They both like hate each other. I think the whole like obsessed thing is really gay. I think it's fine to be obsessed with someone. I think A-logging someone is really fun. And these two, you know, they both get a lot of content out of like shitting on each other. So I think it's fair game. But it is pretty funny because Hasan used to act like he was better than Destiny for like not talking about him. And now it feels like he's gotten so pissed that he's like started boiling over and talking about him like a ton. Anyways, so this whole thing, Destiny saying the soft A on Twitter, you know, typing at, not even saying in this case, typing out the soft A, started all these people who are Hasan orbiters to say very unhinged, crazy things about Destiny, including this guy. What's this guy's name? Sean the Black. Sean the Black. Let's see what Sean the Black says.
Goes out and just says the N-word, which is not a surprise because he said the N-word on stream with his own face. Can somebody just like, it would just be so easy to just, it will save, like, solve all of our problems. Like, we would have socialism now at this point, right?
What?
We would have socialism at this point if someone just went out of their way and it would be so easy.
Wait, why is this censored? I saw a non-censored one earlier.
This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery. They have children, and their children have children, and their children have children, and then their children have accidents that should have ended up on a sock, and it becomes Destiny. That's what you get.
Jesus Christ.
That's what you get. When you don't murder every single slave owner, every single Ku Klux Klan member.
So so he's saying that Destiny is like a slave owner child. Oh my God. Does that even make sense? Like, I feel like if you found out that, like, I feel like if the average person today found out that their like great grandparents were slave owners, they would feel really bad and they wouldn't have any connection to anything that their grandparents did. They'd be like, wow, that sucks. Like, I don't know. It's a bummer to find out like my grandparents did that. How does that make them act worse at all? Like, I feel like pretty much everyone is on board with like being anti-slavery. Like, what is the point that he's trying to make? Destiny is like a slave owner's son. Like that almost seems like the same thing as like racism. It's like, oh well, he learned it from his parents, and they learned it from their parents. It's like,
and they have children.
He's acting like people are just like set in a certain way, like genetically, like literally. That's what he's acting.
Children, and those children have accidents that should have been aborted. You get Destiny.
Jesus,
just
fucking
goes out and just.
So this guy's pretty much just saying that you know,
their children have children.
Let's listen to it again. What does he say?
Slave owner after slavery, they have children. Happens when you don't. It would be so easy. This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner.
This is what happens when you don't kill every single slave owner after slavery. So what does this imply? I mean, I guess we could be charitable and say like he's not calling for violence or whatever. But this is a weird ass thing to say. He's expressing like violent thoughts against this this idea of like slave owners, and then he's saying that Destiny has some relation to these slave owners. So he's sort of making like an indirect like judgment about Destiny being like a slave owner in spirit or something.
After slavery, they have children, and their children have children's, and their children have children's, and then their children have accidents that should have ended up on a sock.
And he's like so pissed. He's so pissed. I like how he highlighted it too. But yeah, this guy's like a Hasan orbiter, by the way. So Hasan said, Hasanabi heads making waves. I'm so proud. Spamming a multi-billion-dollar company, super users. Spamming a multi-billion-dollar company, super users. Wait, who even is this guy? He's just like a streamer, right? What does he have to do with Hasan? He's a Hasan fan? Is that really it? Damn, I wish we could listen to those leaks. Damn, I wanna listen to the Kendrick album. You know, Joe Schmo might hate this. Joe Schmo might hate this. I'm sorry, Joe, but I didn't like Damn. Okay, I will say my favorite Kendrick albums, the one that I've listened to the most is Good Kid, Mad City, and I liked To Pimp a Butterfly, but I haven't listened to that one as much. But those are my two favorite from him. But I did not like Damn at all. I don't know why. It felt like everyone liked it a lot, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. Something about it. I feel like the beats and everything on Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly were just so fucking good. Here's another person, you know, acting like a tough guy online, saying that it's on site when I see Destiny. This is, oh my God, this is the guy that we'd looked at before. Do you guys remember we checked this guy's channel out and it was like complete, just like fucking cringe the entire time.
All the time in high school and as an adult, I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school, and as an adult, you have to at some point respond, but keeping it to saying shit about character and not physically is great.
That's terrible. Do you have a link?
I mean, listen, all I'm saying is on site, you know, we all have different...
It's on site. It's on site.
Different ways that we react, you know? So...
What was this guy's name? This guy's so unremarkable that I don't even remember what his fucking name
I would like him to come to TwitchCon, and we'll see what happens.
I would like him to come to TwitchCon, and we'll see what happens.
I have enough...
Can you guys imagine if I said that about someone? Yeah, yeah, you guys, it's on site. It's on site when... It's on site. Yeah, we'll see what happens when he comes to TwitchCon, guys. It's on site.
I can afford all the lawyers.
This guy cannot be saying that. This guy cannot be fucking saying that. I can't say that either.
It depends. It's not
like why would you say this?
Like the
it's
attacks against me are rooted in.
It's literally the nerd emoji, dude.
You need to have a factual foundation.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school. It's on site. It's on site. God damn. Let's see. What does Destiny say about this? Oh yeah. On site. Ditch the lawyer and get a physical trainer, you grotesque gremlin. Overload. Wait, who is this fucking guy? It's really bothering me. Oh, Mike? Wait. Mike. Oh, Mike from PA. This guy. Mike from PA. What is his fucking, what is his Twitter? I mean, his Twitch. Central Committee. Why is it Central Committee?
I don't want to see him kissing goblins. Indictments in the shortest period of time. Who is?
I mean, he's going to, I mean, he said that he predicted that Hasan would kill himself. He said that
is this like a bad
attacking
thing?
Caroline was like when you bomb an apartment building just to watch people burn. He's been using racial slurs openly.
No.
He's on full-blown meltdown. He's on full-blown meltdown.
He's on full-blown meltdown.
That's the reality of what the situation.
Okay. We talked about the Ludwig thing last time. I have been finding Destiny like extra based lately. Like the him saying to Ludwig, like maybe they can deepfake you a personality. One day we'll all have the technology to love your girlfriend. Maybe one day they'll be able to deepfake you a personality. That was so fucking funny. I don't even care that like the majority of people were like, that was cringe and Ludwig won. I don't even care. I feel like that was so funny. Apparently something happened recently where Destiny went on like a thing with Dr. K. You guys know the Ayurveda guy who's like, he's like a psychologist. Is he a psychologist or a therapist or something? And he went on there, and apparently like something happened where like he basically said like, I want to be more unhinged, but I feel like I should hold back a little bit. And Dr. K encouraged him to like not be as unhinged, or to be more unhinged and just be more authentic with himself. And ever since then, he's been saying like wild shit. That is so fucking funny. I love it. I love it. I want him to be even more mean, honestly. Oh, we have another iDubbbz Patreon podcast, but I'm gonna look through it first because I don't want to just like watch the entire thing not knowing if there's content. Okay, check this out. iDubbbz was caught liking Mike from PA's tweet about Destiny being bad. This dude is just a really pathetic sociopath that thinks his lashing out hurts people, when in reality, it just makes him look pathetic. Imagine taunting someone by mocking them for being a victim of a crime. Just a total piece of filth. Top Zionist influencer, by the way. Top Zionist influencer? Zionist influencer. Just because he doesn't like suck off Palestine super hard. He's like not even, he literally hates like Zionist people too. Destiny's literally like, yeah, whenever I talk to like crazy Zionist people, they're stupid. I just talk to way more crazy like pro-Palestine people. Zionist influence. Dude, this Zionist thing is like the new fascist. Have you guys noticed that? Zionist is like the worst thing that people can call you now because fascist has lost all meaning. Nazi has lost all meaning. What else? Right-winger, alt-right has lost all meaning. It's just Zionist now. CK on CK. Wait, what's CK? Oh, cuck on cuck violence. That's so true, dude. Holy shit. Cuck on cuck violence. Damn. Yeah, we should all watch the okay, for next stream, this is gonna be a short stream. I'm gonna wrap things up here. I don't have anything else to go over, but for the next stream, what I'll do to prepare is I'll watch through the iDubbbz Patreon podcast, and I'll find if there's anything funny on there. Maybe I'll even look back at some of the older episodes and look through them. But yeah, let's watch a couple Amberlynn Reed TikToks before we go. I haven't checked her TikTok in a while. What are these all new? Okay, hold on. It's gonna be ear rape. Okay, 100%.
This is for Rachel, you big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling, dirty, white, racist ass, big, fat bitch,
Hey yo, you ain't fuck me.
Ew, body count officially reset.
Fuck the old body. You ain't fuck Nikki, you fuck Nicole body. Ain't no.
Why does she make
Making music.
Don't ask me how I did it. I just did it.
Wait, we saw that one. What is that? What the fuck is this? Is she high? This is literally like a meme. What the fuck is this? Why did she post this? No, Amber, this does not make you look good. Is this really the last TikTok that she made? 417, 415. Wow, she hasn't posted on TikTok in so long. Wow, she's getting better. One thing that we're gonna do next stream too is watch the Willie Mac show video. I was gonna pull up the Willie Mac show video about Hasan, but I don't have a lot of time today. I gotta get going. But we will definitely watch that. Apparently a lot of it is just more of the like bad reporting stuff. Willie Mac show.
Streamer online. His debate.
Yeah, see, 52 minutes. Yeah. Ludwig folds to Hasan. Okay. Streaming is harder than a real job. The worst debate. Is this a debate with... Oh, this is that debate. Still bad at news. Everything is Nazi Germany. True? Hates his fans. I'm curious about this. Yeah, we'll have to watch this next time, but Short stream today. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Remember to sub to Joe Schmo. I appreciate you for calling in, Joe. That was a really good time. We'll do another call soon. Anyways, hope you guys all have a good night, and I'll see you very soon, probably in the next 2 days. We'll be live again. Oh yeah, school's almost over, so I will be able to stream more often and make more videos this summer.